Have you all. So before we get to the actual email trail that Donald Trump Jr. released yesterday himself, this bit of reporting from this morning's New York Times is significant. Quoting from the paper, as Air Force One jetted back from Europe on Saturday, a small cadre of Mr. Trump's advisors huddled in a cabin helping to craft a statement for the president's eldest son, Donald Trump Jr., to give to the New York Times, explaining why he met last summer with a lawyer connected to the Russian government. Participants on the plane and back in the U.S. debated how transparent to be in the statement, according to people familiar with the discussions. Ultimately, the people said the president signed off on a statement from Donald Trump Jr. for the Times that was so incomplete that it day after day of follow-up statements, each more revealing than the last.
Willie, it was just a lie. That statement was a lie. It had to do with adoptions. They had to retract it immediately. They have to keep retracting statements. It got so bad yesterday that Donald Trump Jr. he knew the Times was about to completely expose what he had said as a lie and what the White House had said as a lie. But this is part of at least Saturday was part of a White House cover-up.
Well, that right there, what you just saw, and you just said it, was an attempt by the White House, signed off by the President of the United States, to cover up this story. And then Donald Trump Jr. last night in his interview with Fox News went away from that story completely because of what the content of those emails was, which said, quote, Hillary's part of Russia and its government's support for Mr. Trump. That was very explicit in that email from Goldstone to Donald Trump Jr. This is about Hillary and potential ties to Russia, and this is part of Russia's support for Mr. Trump. Nothing to do with adoption inside that meeting until later when they realized there was no information that they could use about Hillary Clinton.
Well, that they're telling us. Actually, another part of the lie, and a very significant part of the lie for the investigators, Mike Barnacle, is the fact that Don Jr. also lied, saying, oh, well, Manafort and Kushner weren't made aware of what this meeting was about. He forwarded the entire email chain that said right off the top, Russia, Clinton, private, and confidential. He forwarded everything. So he lied even about Jared Kushner not knowing. He lied about Paul Manafort not knowing. They are lying every single day.
And he